Attention, ladies and gentlemen. Silence, please. Attention, please. All right, let us all take our positions. Resekera Sirana. Please, whoever's in the front, let us take our positions. Let us take our seats. We are about to switch on to the game. Let's get a Sirana. Please, on the count, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bafana Bafana.
You're most likely going to qualify because this FIFA is just 1 point, 1 meter. Okay, currently, he's 1 strike and it's complete. Okay, I'm going to give you 15 seconds. I love that. The game of football does not end at the beginning. Let's have a good start. Hold it like that, hoping that if I start with a Kela with this solid team. And then when we start making subs, and then we start getting something to threaten our opponent. So let's be with the
please. Let us make way, let us respect one another. We happily asking, we are all South Africans. South Africa, we're going to open up for the TV. Ariel, Bafana Bafana, Ariel!
Le football world ici, elle serait la plus grande du monde. Si el fútbol fuera un idioma, potrebbe pagare e corro con le arca nell'acqua. Non importa onde estejas, no mundo you are. La pasión al fútbol pertenece to the biggest team on the planet. Y tú en el mundo. Football unites the world.
las 48 naciones clasificadas a la Copa Mundial de la FIFA México 2026. Los mexicanos estamos muy honrados que sea aquí donde comienza el primer partido de esta maravillosa tradición del fútbol que nos une a todos. ¡Que viva México! ¡Y que viva el fútbol!
5,845 days ago, these two nations squared off in the opening match of Africa's World Cup in Johannesburg Soccer City Stadium. And today, 16 years later to the day, the world attention turns to Mexico City's iconic Estadio Azteca in Mexico. South Africa took off the next chapter in the World War football. And this, the 2026 FIFA World Cup, with a showdown between Alfie and Bafana Bafana. On that note, on a memorable and historic day, a very good day it is to you. Whatever you may be enjoying the action from it, as far as SABC Sport, be very proud to bring the action and sport the world, the entire world, to a standstill. For the very best in the world, of course, to let us in the three countries just
Ladies and gentlemen, once more, Balaka for la Sirana. Let's get a Parametan. Please, come around. In the VIP section, here, please. Please, move, get seat, please. Police here. Alright, my brother. I'll make sure they get seated. Yes. Everybody get your name, please. In the VIP section. We want an active and free event. We understand when we are over capacity. But please let us cooperate. Let us please cooperate. Are we okay? Can I have thumbs up this side? Thumbs up, are we okay? Alright. The shot. Can I have thumbs up this side? The shot. Thank you, get down.
Questo ya se dice que tengo una cuña que tiene kankangi tego zankawala beteti ukule ko zakasiata ukile ko natrata ukile ko tenga waka wa 2010 betabu asigura kala kota ekabala suwa tari kopate sepenya ayo moto leo na ule mkowo wotile checkups ukoro kabo kinya kako ukoro ka chala mole pelo na kako la wiketo reale esto como la metero tomaro konwe ya kudadinao ya mema ko kudimo sisi.
Well, the world champions Argentina, of course, amongst the nations that will be setting their stuff the World Cup in 2026, of course, the legend that is Messi to lead the side and trying to win it on a few occasions in a row. Then there are the other nations, of course, that will have a say, the likes of Australia, Portugal, of course, also another nation that will be represented as that flag comes through. Keep in mind, of course, for both Messi and Ronaldo, it could very well be the last time we could be bidding farewell to them. And as far as FIFA World Cup go, the nations that, of course, are represented here, also the 8 of them, as the conclude has been a memorable, once again, legendary opening ceremony, including England, of course. We'll all be looking to leave us with lasting memories here, and a packed house at the venue, of course, the Estadio Azteca, that's made a bit of history. The first stadium goes to three FIFA World Cup opening matches. Back in 1970, Pele's World Cup. In 1986, Maradona's World Cup. And here they are, once again in 2026, where we'll have to wait to see who, of course, will be champions at the end of it all. This a venue that hosted the 1968 Summer Olympics. As far as football is concerned, including the final back then, hosted two FIFA World Cup finals. Diego Maradona's hand of God goal, and the goal of the century by Maradona posted and scored at this venue, and the took their minds, the only venue where greats such as Pele, and Maradona can both boast having lifted a FIFA World Cup trophy.
Lekata la bone Afrika Bora ba ikitela bale mo metamekong ya silebose ay kitela bale moma mong a koman kalenga de Mexico intene sino medino atakala mo metamekong kantiri sino na kwete. Un lugar mítico.
Mexico City, of course, the capital of Mexico, that we welcome you to the most populated city, second largest Spanish-speaking city in the world, after Lima, out in Peru, the oldest capital in the Americas, and all of the world paying attention to what's happening there. The FIFA president, of course, lifting the FIFA World Cup trophy with Salma Hayek, the famous actress, of course, probably the most recognizable Mexican star throughout the world, Salma Hayek, famous back in the 90s for a movie alongside Banderas called Desperado. It was legendary back in the day, made by Quentin Tarantino. Now, we focus on the fireworks as we get closer and closer to kickoff, and the moment of truth very well. The opponents here, both these sides ready and lined up inside the tunnel. These are the moments that will make stars here. And we got the names that will fantastically look for that. And you can see it. The gold back at the 2010 people World Cup against Mexico. There's a gold and a name of Pio Chabalala that does live forever in the world of football. By all means, I'm asking you to lead out the South Africans here after the referee, Fortune Sika, from Brazil, the 44-year-old. We began that we were 15. These are the officiating team here. And of course, the captains of both sides now stepping forward from Mexico and as they're known, they're 15th in the world. Their 18th World Cup appearance. Their first was back in 1930. Best results, quarterfinalists from their levels to back in 1986 and 1970. They are looking for what will be their 63rd goal at a FIFA World Cup. Should they find the back of the net against the 16th Bafana Bafana, who enjoying their fourth World Cup appearance. Never got out of the group stages. They themselves hoping to score their 11th goal at a FIFA World Cup, or 12th maybe I should say, should they be the first. Closing the scoring here today is the first goal
playing the national anthem of South Africa.
Oh
passion. So much passion from the country that gave us the Mexican way.
Let's get the views of Michael in the UK.
Yes, Carol, what a huge game at the top of the table. I thought that... Carol? Reggie?
So, over 80,000 penned out here, so we'll be very much behind the whole side here, as this passionate nation that gave us the Mexican waves was to kickstart a World Cup. On as many firsts, there's a rule changes, of course, considered throughout the World Cup or throughout this tournament. The biggest ever tournament hosted in as far as the FIFA World Cup, the first in 48 sides, and the drama, all of it coming down to these two nations and these starting 11 from both Mexico and South Africa. Experience key from a Mexican point of view here, and a nice mixture between youth and experience, but those that have been there times before will be looking for a good showing. The same can be said for the refereeing team here, as it looks to set the standard, of course, from a refereeing point of view, and what we expect over the next 5 or so weeks. Good moments for the electors of Gordon and Barazi, of course, from a Ferrarian point of view. 2 years ago, they would have found it hard to believe if we told them to be a part of the opening ceremony at a FIFA World Cup. This one here in Mexico, and Canada, as well as the US of A. Strides they've made in their careers, of course, over the last couple of years, and here they are, amongst the stars of world football, and of course, the officials will be assisted by VAR, Mrs. Lara, and the Passage. Over the VAR team, so looks to ensure they maintain what we expect to be a very high standard. But as for the people of Mexico, loud and proud, looking to see their nation, of course, surpass the best in the past, which is a quarterfinal appearance. They want to go further here, and are trying to ensure they get into the semi-finals, if not the finals. So for Mexico, I mentioned experience, of course, they do have runner between the sticks, but it's the combination of Vasquez and Montes in the heart of defense that will look to keep things nice and tight defensively. Mira will look to sit in front of the back four. Julian Quinones out wide is one to look up from the left, while Alvarado will look to bring the pain to South Africa from the right. Raul Jimenez being the furthest man forward, he has scored 25 third on the all-time top goal scorers in Mexico.
Addirittura piccolo salario di Pataccio per la fuori che magnota Sabaro Cotokai voleva Kai votava si deve stare Cotokai a Cassella può fare pure in pena Pataccio poteva fatto la pelo ciò che già allora votava con Salama Sola nessuno ama pedire Bobedi voleva Lena votava con Cabana ciò che di dire lui cazzo si c'è potrebbe sotto ma no tatti già no resterà un uomo pelo Chaque fois que les femmes vont payer le bala, les femmes vont accorder, mais tu sais que les sommes à bon moyen. Nous, à ce cas-là, nous devons la carrière. Si tu m'appelles là, on s'attend à ce que tu lances les sommets. C'est pas bon.
The important moment is this, as the Ronald Williams has these last words to the side here before the action gets underway, pumped up and ready to entertain the world of the nations of Mexico and South Africa. Jimenez will hope to lead from a goal scoring point of view. Madiba, many South Africans had his team in the starting 11 after he picked up an injury in the second leg of the Champions League final. Bana's boosted the attacking department alongside Ryan Foster. As Mexico get the early touches here, attacking the ball to the right of the pitch as South Africa left to Comfort from right to left in your picture. So, any momentum here will be a thing of interest, but quite a few South Africans off guard is the formationist from out here with 5 at the back. Hugo Bruce, something he did try to the Africa Cup of Nations and mentioned on 1 or 2 occasions leading up to the World Cup in the practice matches, especially, or friendlies I should say, against Panama, that he may once again revert back to 5 at the back from the World Cup. Here we are in the opening match against Mexico. With Mexico having all the early touches. And Vasquez invited forward here. What is this? Appearance for him for country. I spoke of the experience in the heart of that midfield. Vasquez is 46, alongside him. Montez is 68, he's approaching 70. These two nations have met on just one occasion in the past of the FIFA World Cup. Yes, it was a pretty tense spectacle, ended with a 1-1 scoreline. So there's never been a winner when these two nations have spread off. Interesting that the two coaches faced each other back in 86. In Group A, in the opening match of Group A. Back then, Bruce O'Donnell for Javier with the man starting lineup for Mexico. Williams. This one looking to chase down right from the front of the five, was able to keep it moving. Let's see touches here. The South Africans, and they may surprise 1 or 2s with the ability to hold on to the ball and keep it moving. Really interested in the fights in the middle of the park with the likes of Sitor and McGrenna and Adams from a different point of view. The pressure coming out to get rid of the ball, then but find the teammate, needed a better touch and keeping it alive. That unlucky for Rafael Aguirre. Went to one of the press conferences most recently wearing the 86 jersey to remind all that I turned up for the press conference that he of course was a part of the 86 FIFA World Cup squad. Led Mexico in South Africa. Back on the 11th of June in Johannesburg. Late is the challenge from Madiba. Free kick from Mexico. Have had a very good year so far in the year 2026 of Mexico in the friendlies and the preparation for this World Cup. Picking up some impressive results, scoring goals, also being stingy defensively. Really all the tip forward here, real test from a South African defensive point of view. Look at his job. Look for much better on that occasion. So Israel Reyes, the man here on the senior side from Albudo, the 26-year-old to take the throw-in. And there was a fair bit of experience, and it's just appearance it is for him for Cantudo Jimenez. Gets the flick on the movement that's spread here. From Reyes, the forward. Martinez was the man with the effect of the goal for country. Williams protecting the near post. All hands on deck defensively here, South Africa. Going to put it away here. A little flutter from the home side now. Adams with the pass to. Adams in pass. Steve Russell. Adams once again. Getting rid of the shot. Trying to tell you to Ronald Williams. They'll leave him. And he's a very pissed form. Between the sticks and dealing with some of the cannonballs that will be fired his way. Lando. Adams again finding the toilet. This toilet finding Adams, I should say. Faster. Right. Able to combine yet with the Camerooners. And keeping some pressure on their Cameroon defense. Has been a start. With Mexico having the victory chance here. A little too more time to really ask questions of the South African defense. Jesus Lado. And from Catinas and Tabasco operating out wide on that left side. This is where he is. Patience. And trying to find the right forward pass here. So Vasquez is invited forward once again. Noniz. Lando. Acting against Madao. And solid as ever. Squeezing Madao. And protecting the right side of the South African defense. The African champion here. A one-time challenge. So, confidence boosting moments defensively here for Ronald Williams and Pusa Madao. And the early exchanges between these two sides. A glimpse of the match referee, Wilton Sampiao, just a moment ago. And here's once again the man who was part of the 2018 VAR team that, of course, was introduced to World Cups. Also did the 2021 FIFA Arab Cup, including the 2022 FIFA World Cup. And there's one of the danger men, of course, that being, is operating on right on that side. Interesting with him is he was actually born in Colombia. In the Guyana from Colombia. For switching allegiances to Mexico. One of two players that were born outside of Mexico in the starting 11. And switched allegiances. That should make that 3. Well, expecting a moment of euphoria, of course, from a Mexican point of view when their side does, or if their side is to find the back of the net in this encounter. Williams. The start of Africa we're looking for. Many of you that would have listened in to Andy and the team in the studio would have heard Coach Omar Wiki mention Titola and those turns playing in the number 6 position. Now he's been rarely making those turns. They anticipated this time, able to nick it away from him. It was a big warning, of course, from the studio in the build-up to this match. And from then on, there's Julian Gunois to bangs it in the legs. But Ronald Williams, and it's Mexico get the all important first. To conceal and now relax and begin to enjoy the occasion if it is to be. Adams is makes the turn. From quite fine faster. They will be up at 90 now. Jimenez. That's the last line here. And you can feel the atmosphere moving up and up to just what they needed. The early goal here to settle some of the nerves here, and it's Mexico leads South Africa goal to no Oche.
Rexona are proud supporters of South African football and proud sponsors of Bafana Bafana. Whatever happens, Rexona won't let you down. Rekopana Chalo, Famara Kameto Lesome, Africa Borabasa Tobi Kaba, Kota, Kota Kamura Muli Krona. Toso AD1N Chala, Ke Nikawana La Sichone. Jose AD1N Chala, Ke Nikawana La Capella Sichone. About Calaseo, Mono Manano, Kilinos, Anite Pata, Patrica Borra, Hayotaya, Wanamatora Higo Bruce, Kadinelli, Kore Tosoye Chanangie, Aitadiwa Munatunye Chanangie, Momo Sameko. Arbone, the Mexicans, Avadran Tala Kileo. I see when I tell you come around what's in the Yaga Ranger. I see when I tell you come around Nakaya, Mexico. Africa Bora Tane to me to Torofania, Africa Bora Tane to Shalo. Akabari Sichon. Atare Siroka Buela Tala, Matapami Samekuka, Mosamekona. Simona Talo, Ma. Duario Aleba Simona by Severa, Mexico. Jacob and Pasquet. Romela di Brumo Coppini, Arboralità Coroca, le Colonio. Pagota Giallo Calvino, Fela, Elurasia. Aterga Luca Giallo Calvino, Rocosale, Secuto Catalina, Pricabora. Say the man. Curtis Omadau. Babacatalo Secuto, make it Secuto, Sicilian Bonacosi. Ete levano a fine così. Attualmente molto trovata a Pavasirezza. Africa Bora, Baronete Vanna, Merpocosola di Etienne. Anna Canna Bacano. I want to clear out Singer. About Romela. Julia Covaya, Ron Williams. Abai Japilia. Abai Ron Williams. Anatalo Presidente. I'm a controller of Kilalino. Gianni Infantino. He was having the summit in the Pitilena, but then the summit was out of the Pitilena. Mogol Tatsile, the capacity in the Copane, Me Africa Bora, Ilianosa, Van Camotanuco, Pompieno, Honosa Chalo, Mexico, Valipacai. Le parole leggere in storia. Le parole le si parla delle parole che sono messe a quelle merano. E a si già sale fatto per che sono di farlo canina. Siamo la volta che te va a sapere se Thailand sono. Arbone ciao ime. Siamo la volta che la ciao mozilla in gara Mpegezeli. Vamos a llegar a the sensational Jaden Adams. Sivesi, Romela di Tele Wakopini. Kala di Musile Kuleso. O Montagori, Etinye Papele Kaka, se Famora Gukami. Naru ai Polosa Kuleso, Pelabasa e Polosa Sente. Yagotosa Yakua Chala Kikalado. Arbalon Pegoteli. Kalamatani, Mr. Chalamatamico. When Mr. Matamiko Barare, Dihamoa. Jefferson Rembula. Tutto giallo che scappella si giode. Tutto giallo che scappella si giode. Giove. Buonanno yana kaya Mexico. Petta pagare camotto a le camone la Ronald Williams. Se si sta il tunelo. Mone fate con una ta banchi da Mexico. Siamo la Comorago. Parrumela lo qualo, Pago con la mia vai se tiene già Rogone. Non può fare le pofa. Pago può fare le pofa. Pago che va posto. Català di Gutierrez. Pago in tosa come rabo mbege selim pongasi. Romela Giallo, Mozzogona, Romela Lai, dicono la motina della defensività, Piazza in rumbo, la battuta per rotazioni, la battuta per caraggio, la battuta, Seidame, Otiscotti, Piazza in rumbo, Piazza come quella, Cattelo, da Cowboy, da Rivera, e che c'è da ripacca, che c'è un po' di zumo, perché c'è di Bolasi. Non lo posso la rete che la può fare come Marco. Marco. Adesso va da qua per fare tutta la seconda fase. Dopo che sta la palla in tacco e la mano con la finale. Siamo come quella. Vamos a la chala karate sur la Rembula. Simulan ko na makwakwa, tene makwakwa, manayo, watebuho, mga pital ko. Tene chalo makwakwa ko kene pilalo, Monica wala na pital ko. Iggy. Stapelo. Maposa. Mbegezeli. Sistema attacca Kilio. Kala ufana uruto na kaya the captain of the sheep. Kasi na tisebesi. Abaila ka Afrika bola. Abaila ka Bafana Bafana tebo hono kwela. Simulan chalo komara ko Ranger. Jaka wana manayo bila kati chalo bagaimana Kenya Mexico mkatesi wa sofa se shape akuya bila kati mboga na kai Amesimo la chalo ba kubala de tele kwa pili Abona Afrika Bora, biar kita rasa dengan Seilame. Kini semua tahu, sampai kalau masih ada yang Ronwen. Bagi yang koso, saya kata saya kuat, saya kata saya kemana pun kita bersalah berdua. Abai rubela di tele apa pilih. Kalau terlalu kosa kena, bawa kaya di sana kemana ke Mexico. Papa Buddha Afrika Bora Komara Harbone. Harbone yang gopini. Hai bang gopini profesor di sini. Kalau Afrika Bora Bafana 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 Komara Komara di sini. Ini sini nanti di sini kalau Bora Bafana. Kalau Bora Bafana kita kiri. Apa lagi? Aku. Obat obat kamu nak mati orang. Mungkin kira kira. Fatile le sebo pelani apa ni fale tu ya bone. Tekan doko. Ona romete kwa fale tu ya bone tolo fatile le sebo. Mano se wanda yanka. Matraga joka se we. Hai tosese komorako. 이번 아프리카 보라 아바타 클레베르메나 차로 커피니. 마트가냐 바카이게 포서가 차로 차로 카피테이니. 일레나 차로 마나와 몬테스. 마트가냐 코로네 차로 몬테스. 하위세 볼라 komorako 바파나 바파나. 아바타 차로. 세이라. Sidesi. Potrebbero sapere perché sapere sotto suma mabedi. E tiene one. Nagaya Mexico. E deve per Africa Borra. Già però che non vogliamo la Parigi.
It was fine frustrated. Pushing forward here. Here's Montez. A long way over towards the near side, says Rebel Dow to make that challenge in the end. And a set piece it is. To Mexico. 30-20, that's one South African ready. That means the moment when as we view this challenge from a police ago. Well, they do have experience in Lesser Madal as well as Udiba, not only with the Champions League and how often they've gotten to around the top four. Will come in and now both of the FIFA Club World Cup will have come in handy. Adams. 20 minutes as high up the field as possible. Good strong play. That is from the goal scorer then, Pinonez. Now, what's on his near side? Alvarado. Looking for the man moving towards the far post to Selena as the game is putting up from a South African point of view. So what team doing? Getting it out the cage area. Faster. Closely watched. There's that now faster. Roberto Carlos, bottom right in your picture. Arguably one of the best left backs in the world. Cafu, just on top of him, arguably one of the best right backs. And together, part of a World Cup winning 2002 FIFA World Cup squad with Brazil. Yeah, together, these are terrifying squads, of course. On the world days, operating in the left and right back positions, both of them getting forward. Carlos with arguably one of the most memorable goals ever scored by a defender. Here's Fabian Barthez in France and goes forward to the recovery system. Coming here. Then pick up the ball. One of the few trying to pass to the end defensively from Mexico as they get it clear. So the reacting late in going down as the winner. Not the difference between getting or not getting that foul. The flag went up a bit later. With the yellow card will be shown here to Gutierrez. Born actually in Berwyn, Illinois, USA. There's the 22-year-olds. Played for US at under 16, under 20, and under 23 level. Made his debut for Mexico as he looked back at the challenge only in January against Panama. It is keeping Rangel under pressure here. 23 minutes gone by. Sitole would love to get on to the end of one of these balls floated into that box in an effort to, well, maybe raise the error that led to the opening goal here from a Mexican point of view. All starts with quality from a man with an educated back foot. Brazilian referees will have words here right faster. It is one of the men that we were going to talk you to. Pushing Showbiz. It's the defensively from Mexico with everybody back defending. There's Bafana. We defend together as a unit to the Mexicans. And we're seeing these bits and trying to put a pressure and trying to win the ball back as high up the field as possible. But there is your goal scorer, the lone goal scorer so far. Into this FIFA World Cup. The man born in Colombia plays football for Saudi Arabia. In Saudi Arabia for Al Because here, I should say, in 4 minutes gone by, there will be the water break, which will be standard throughout the World Cup. In the middle point of the first half and the second half will be the case. Chance now for the coaches to maybe have a bit of a word here for you to group to rectify one or two things they need to fix.
Hola Mzansi, hola! Hola South Africa, hola! Aquella fela mata. Aquella fela mata. Malida fela. Aropelen. Ritawaka mata. Banamesi fela. Bambulele. Abbiamo bene. Se parlate vale qua. Se verrai qua. Se verrai qua. Se verrai qua. Ah, bene. Vai a Mexico. All right, it's 1-0 to Mexico. We coming back. They went to drink water. It's a dehydration break. All the games in the World Cup, they'll be having this break. What? Okay. We're going back to the game now. Ariel, South Africa, Ariel! Oh, good.
Now for Daniel, the goalkeeper in the picture yet to be tested in the match. Man who's won the CONCACAF Nations League, including the CONCACAF Gold Cup between the sticks. In 15th appearance for country. First of many quarterbacks now, the the passes, Mexico. Well, they look to a bit from the back. See them trying to deny South Africa the opportunity of a building from the back. And they're able to get it away with a bit of pressure. Lovely Medina. Goal scorer of a goal that was so important to Sundowns winning the CAF Champions League in the first leg of the final in Pretoria. CDC league champion with the Orlando Pirates. One in between Bogazi and CDC. Now, here is Bogazi. We're going to interesting to see the likes of Alvaro Hidalgo wearing the number 8 jersey now hard to work in midfield here to try and deny South Africa the forward pass. Here they are again with the hustle winning the ball back in the goal area. In the front foot space on the near side. They do have Pinones up to the far side, supported by Gallardo. Approaching the half-hour mark. Pressure. Applied here by Iranians. No mistakes from our own Rangel and company. Vasquez, who played at the 2022 FIFA World Cup, or was part of that 22 FIFA World Cup squad, I need to say. They didn't get any minutes. Also played Mexico and the 23 they voted. And Vasquez. Better training for Pinones. Good movement. Mexico looking at another. The block in the end. Ocon protecting Ronald Williams without looking for the pace of Raiders then. Well, with the two strikers up front, very interesting in seeing how South Africa will find the outlets, of course, And trying to play the ball out. If it out, go. Lovely ball. Good touch. To Alvarado providing it. Eventually the ball in is way too close to Ronald Williams. Reyes, the man pushing forward out to the near side on the overlap. So, Williams, the only of the goalkeepers to be beaten thus far at the FIFA World Cup. Looking to help them to play it out from the back. 30 minutes gone by. And there's the opening match of the 2026 FIFA World Cup.
Para tuloy ako sa mga kamarada Africa Bora. May sama sa komedi ni Binoli, patami ke ba Mexico ba tibukan kanone. Pa matakare baba khatela komona ako. Claro. Romero telo ko pili. Arbone Simona chalo matile ya garo nuide. Catalanta para que no me venga Africa Bora le Catalana kaya Brazil. Nikawana le garo nuide. Catelo. Mbongazi para Bafana Bafana kaka ke bokrinyo. Nikawana le la Riyad. Simona Mukapeli Montes. Kala kabayo Kapele, kinitoka jana ka Sibese. Okon. Africa Bora Rafe, Katalo toka Nigeria. Ataque to ya volonta samiga la stopa sa basa chaba Africa Bora. Sami tile Maloma, Africa Bora mosote sama Santa Pretoria. Yamaloma. Mpegeze. Direttivo anche che qua la Argentina fa di America. Di Cavalare. Mpegeze. Romero ritiene poco a piedi. Allora Africa non va più. Vai sarà una cosa. Allora la cosa sarà. Mereka berbela berbentuk ini batang tadi itu khotejang. Kita berbagai Afrika Bora offside. Dan nomor kita berapa kali ini kawan ini lama posta. Semula jauh kamera kuliah. Semula jauh kamera ranger. Che puglia la bala. Fatela fa quella mattivone. Monti va che qua nel Mexico. E fa questo per Africa Bora una tica media ma da tieni capo. Arbone Galadio, Simona Chalo come la combattere la Gamante. Africa Bora Baba Pateleza, we have a Tata Komara, Dina Poso, Nagaya Mexico, Abadilla Poso, Nagaya Mexico, Kelato Tatelo. Give some Rimbula, give him a queen. Mbegazeli. Arbona Africa Bora, Namala Kanakotu, the sensational, Yai, I say Africa Bora. Like a star, I'm going to put on the picture. I'm going to put on the picture. I'm going to put on the picture. Kile bahol kosa. Arbone Reye total kawalan khalado. Ede wala ngurbo kampanya para kuria. Bago to sa kalibino. Bago to kichigre. Ay kamigara ka kwala to Garbone. Har bago dina ba jalo ko fele. Ay ba mo gore ye. Kaya ba ko ko ra ko. Poteva molto, poteva pere, poteva pere, poteva molto. A di questi diventa di monolo. Reyes. Arbone, balik ako na sa papel, Alvarado. Gutierrez. Ay sa mga mga Pinas. Aba nila ang Pinas kasi. Kira na mga Just como kapatid na sa tuloy na rin. Ano mo na gila ko mara Afrika mora. Kalau pa sa gabi mo na ito matagi sa kotse. Ayun ama. Yago to sa Telo. Yago to sa Kiwatelo ke ko na Calado. Arbone Calado. Obata Chala mana wala walira. Calado. Vai sa Miguel Reyes. Balika ko di ka Chala le pelo sa Mexico na kaya Mexico. Balika ko di ka man le pelo sa Mexico o se khile mo bone. Lira. Reyes. Dalla Africa vorrei dare Mexico come Rafa. E va fatto la buona capitolissimo da come Rafa. Calado. Simula Chalo, Momotara, Nomone, e Kibanino, Cadera Chalo Coffele. Pido, Calado. Abuna la Calado, Moro Campana Bala, Mona Bay Catalone, the sensational, Children Adams. Maposa. Stepeno.
If you want to see the more benefit,
Cocinati. Sailor Man. Sibagaya capture Pacific. Parariena. Paramotilena Integeseni. Amaruna Lamparazi. Polizia che passa e significa magari ragazzi che non chiamano il sotto la cantina e diventano anche una ora non guida avanti che la Africa vorava cattive marci Stefano Jaden Adams Stefano Toda bata con il rapporto, toda bata con il solo magari il fratello. Così la DCBC. Siamo alla Camera come Tornado Guadalajara, Mexico. Questo si insieme a Samigala Mogories. Questa Mogolira. Ada tiga pagare cavanna. Hanno una battaglia da quella coppini. Sarà un po' di Begeseli. Calado. Matameko Pula Badeboko. Matameko Wanta Rumolanka Moloi. Matebariano Barili Rumolanka Moloi. Montes. Matamezana Kutano by Chirimo Comadena Mexico. Avaruna Hope. Io avrò trovato come Williams. Jera muluri de musurutin Taugete Monayo Pasampiao Wakwana Kenya Brazil Mana Boka Kete Mamulure Mosurutin Nekawana Lilaula Monakare Waskopasa Mexico Numi Bejala Ke Kudani Tala Nekawana Waskapela Sitole Jovi Kusecalo, Kispatello. Dall'Africa Boraba, se va qua Morraco. naga ya Mexico baitele tsepele le ba nyetse fela mo tlase ga metsotso le 10 mo tshimologong ya motshameko me go tagone thata gore setlhopha se boe kwa morago fa go ntse jana a re bone ba bona ya Afrika Borwa fela ba e senya gape Gutierrez ababaka kwa ntle pheketsele Mphongane ababaka kwa ntle pheketsele na le ka go ka peta tshara ka phele ko la Alfa Radio fela mo tsikalo tso mo phenya mo tse 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 le tshamela fela ya mo fela mo ka bona tsa mo tshamela re tse tse ka tse tse mabane aga ya Mexico ha tse tse pele ka le le mo le fela
again it's they're trying to put pressure on and they're still able to get it away despite the attention from the Alexa Recon Raiders in the middle of the park here. Mexicans moving impressively. Quilado. Fidalgo. In the space now. Up to his face. Looking for another straight out in the main lane was an important touch. Preventing the middle back lane by the South Africans. Mexico not quite that. But for a second before the end of this first half. Quilado. Space to the scene, firing on the up and up. Is Israel Reyes. Without finding out their back position, doesn't get too much distance. On the clearance, ball in. Williams again. Jimenez. A flip of the third game. A great nature. In the first half. Great movement in the center. Get away from the likes of Bafana. Let's get the faintest of touches onto that just to wonder. So Williams at full stretch. Being twisted in the middle of the park, the next one's like the series, and Hidalgo, Mexico once again, trying forward here now. He's in second. As the Quinones. It's going to change it. Does he get the referee's view? Perfectly placed as a referee. Good position in the house. Now, just off, coming to an end here. South Africa somewhat lucky to be trailing by just the one. The problem here is Julian Quinones, including Jimenez as well. Some of the quality chances we've had in this first half. Now, Raiders. That's beautifully done. That's masterfully done. In the middle of the park, under a whole lot of pressure. There's an equal set as well. Will be Teles. Lima. And with the chance to look for the forward pass here. Faster. The down support up on the far side. Now Punch leading the ball played in here. And will be happily settling for a corner. First touch of Jesus Ronaldo. The 31-year-old with over 120 appearances for country is Ganado. He is currently for Toluca. That's the 2018 and 2022 FIFA World Cup. I spoke of the experience in the respective side. Two players that have done it before on the world's biggest stage. His appointment in 2022 was not even on the group stages already. No problem defensively. And a dealing with threat from South Africa. game to the FIFA World Cup. Man, the thing making is that debut at Orlando prior to the full-on professional, he wasn't playing the Champions League semi-finals as well, so his trajectory in his career has been unbelievable over the last year and a half to two. Now, good movement, slip all over the top, and Williams needed time. He's at time, or he's run off the line superbly well, then he's dealing with that danger. There's Montez. Ronaldo. Ronaldo after the left back position can play as a left winger, including as the left back position we've seen that today. International since 2016. Bears. 4 minutes added on to the end of what's been an impressive first half from the host nation, or one of the three host nations, I should say. Very impressed with the hustle from the likes of Alvaro Fidalgo in the middle of the park. Communication lines open as they go along again looking for Jimenez. Can quite find Alvarado here on the near side. Bagazi speeding up, happy to concede the throw in. Jimenez. The distance quite testy, the deflection making it easy for Ronald Williams to scurry across and move the shot from Labdo. Good question here, can South Africa create a clear-cut goal-scoring opportunity before the end of the first half? The question as well will be how they come out now that they're continuing this first half will be a second. Will Hugo push through that way will be a bit more adventurous with some creativity on that field. Now, hoping for the corner in the end. The ball is goal kick here to the frustration all over the man from Pologwani. One of the host cities, of course, at the 2010 FIFA World Cup, Pologwani. No, it will be important from the home side here. The coach there doesn't entirely look the happy man, but what will be important is taking the lead into the halftime break here. Yes, they may feel they could have scored at the very least one more. They don't want to South Africa any hope for allowing them to get their points up going into the halftime break. They are winning attack in a good area. Pinone is on the up and up. Cover up in 2 minds, quite possibly. That's it, Brian Perez.
It's just a brother, no chip.
The US born man.
Chips are going to take long. Because people are blocking the
player. Football for Guadalajara. No, 2 players that play for Guadalajara that's in the starting lineup here for the South Mexican squad. Greeners. Well, look for his pace. Sometimes the pockets top right to the left and right, and hasn't quite worked out for them here in this first half. Wondering tactically at an area Hugo Cruz may be looking to catch up on the wide areas here creatively going forward, but it's Mexico that has scored the all-important first two. The Pinones here.
One Mexico from South Africa, Chaluya, and Susanna Martin, DJ Benzo. I'll call now DJ Benzo on the 1s and 2s. Thank you to all South Africans Present tonight, Rihanna Boca. Eskera Fanamata, Bafana Bafana Yaruna. Yeah, booyah. It's a booyah. DJ Benzo. We still have Mahu.
Auteta.
One lady this side. Any other volunteer? Raise your hand. selector, I need a best song. We've got 4 dancers. We need to see who's gonna be the winner. Okay. When you're ready, my selector, let's have one song. They'll be dancing. I'll be counting you out. You dance. You dance, you dance, you dance, and I'll count you out. Okay. So, luwag na listo po siya. Ladies first. Ladies first. Nanta. Shut. Nanta. Shut. Right, are you ready? Ladies first. You'll be first guy. You'll be the last one. Alright. Let's have another one. DJ. Are you ready? Yeah. Are you ready? Alright. Are you ready? Change the song. Alright, let's selector. This way must change the song. Alright. We changing the song for the last time. Only this one. Here we go. We don't have time. Radanga.
Arbone, ikaw na nalirap. Dewa naman sila niya kaigi. Ikaw naman sila niya kasigame. Ikram Reyners. Habay sa mga lansara mo din ang isa ka lirap. Bago magkasa lansara, bago ito siya kamutsisiwa din doon si. Bago maluma, bago meron ko pili sila. Ikaw naman sila niya Ronald Williams. Okay. Bago isimula ko marako Ronald Williams. Ronald Williams wako pilo wata Ikram Reyners. Kala nikita kaya kuka kabukal sa Ikram Reyners. Imusilyo pilo yung wato sa litasyon. Ya wato sa ya kiwa chala kele kawana lang kalladya. Ya wato sa chala kele kalladya pilo. Pinanos. Bago pili. Baba Rala. Pati ka muna kata. Baru ka lang pili ka muna babayatan na Ronald Williams. Manayo, ketyo Ronald Williams kata ko pula na Afrika Boronduri. Ketyo bata ko pili sa Afrika Boronduri kawana le. Yung istino mo tutuka po pongwe. Mo karmayan sayang samay ko. Showbiz.
Thank you so much.
Samay ka kaban na balibatan ko marako Afrika Boronduri. Himeokon. Himeokon. Usaga serrete. Manalo usaga serrete. Afrika Boromata la tribunalo. Adila Tabonalo Afrika Boromata la Arbone Chalo. Maposa. Sibisi. Owana Chalo Sailame. Blind Costa. Adila Costa. Yawata Chalo Gas Capello. Arbone Chalo Jaden Owana Capello Calabat Sepame Comara Conaka ya Mexico. Kamawat ko din toso dito. At Sepame Comara ko. Jacobona Hidalgo. Simula Matile Mayala Kawana Lela Vasquez Reyes Marachaka Baineri Tanabunolo Africa Waya Puto Rago Kita Pogota Kira Kosiha Tama Tatachi Nikera Bayari Arep Owen Sakarata Ekiri Makuma. Big Capello. Omogalakara Kirichove. Kalamutavella ne seguita Tilan Kalameter del Fate. Abile Paso Yanka. Africa Urani Siwa. Udina Bugedi. Kala Keteo Takota Chalo. Kamo Piar. Che votato già di ieri fa. Ottavia siamo cavalli dalla vincita delle calice delle nuove telegrammi. Che la caratoria è Cile. Che la Bucuquani. Attenzione c'è la Coppa Nova Sabeke Mascopa Sa Mexico. Africa Borasa la Coppa Uganda di Lepedi. Tata di Lega si penalty e che fa anche pocoso. Ma Africa Borasa che cosa mica comanda va China. Lega China che rusuki lo come lo reina. Africa Borasa che cosa mica comanda va China, aspetta lo storo Cile. Awe Koma, Kalafante, Kalafokosa de Tieni. Adele Bota la Nama. Le Bota la Tepe, le Motoron Salama, che pile Koti. Antasque, Somo Killing, Papera Pilio. E pile Koti, Ronald Williams. 이번에 아와티카 기다려 또 기다려 Ragazzo Alini mettere come Felo Pepelo anche di posto senza di dire mettere come Kagonga kata checho mutirgani kata mukatesi harle pa kabwa kaisa ne tore ko pele Afrika morae bana chumi aba ko pele idele elastica mudere samone samone ko nyela tela Rorele Dele se si tegen jaga talk shop Ama khabone thala karate kibelo abarona ko pele Faya jaga mutisi wali nosi abakana de pesto kwenye seibane paka sikuto Ababa kile sikuto Kabale tapale ba pisampelo ba la teri ba Mexico Abale tapale ba pisampelo na Afrika bora pa tala tegala ke motano ko ba chona na mane tona ya tiro Atile con la mare tuna ya tiro. Malika bukoro mo tanu kongo. Armela. Tuna como rabo. Armale gran reina. Tala bar kwante ke motsabeto. Lira ba ba panke. Magani so be morataro. Sibisi. Samegala tala motte samrembul. Mbegezeni, imeokoa. Tiyo samrembu na tiyo homu kwena. Habaru mela pagara kabana. Deba siya chaka kwa keto toka kwa natatela. Hailu makani Afrika bora lese. Afrika bora, hailu makani lese. Sala makatisu sala toko takamano. Kankaya kwa Mexico. Yone chele tiyo man kasela. First pitch. Montez. Adebone. Samigala kwa toko motele nyaka kalado. Rumela ni tele ni kwa mchaba jole bala ba poteka kwa mchaba Afrika bora. Kana ni wasiga. Edensia jalika wala kwa kasuwa vile bushufa. Liko wala Alvarado. Adebone khileo iliko pana sana mrembo. Adebone sana Seilame. Pega motela nyaka tege naram. Maposa, aprimu diva. Wang kono pakaine. Abaru mela khile chala motela. Dia ka tebo homu kwena. Seilame. Adebone Afrika bola bala kwa jala kwa pele bala kwa. La kono ba tuwa ba yefenda kafe. Todo tele sobe. Everything is available. In the one Mexico, North Africa bola.
The children are proud supporters of South African football and proud sponsors of Bafana Bafana. Whatever happens, Rexona won't get you down. So, 10 minutes into the second half and the drama continues. It wasn't a great start in the first half inside the opening 10. When South Africa conceded, of course, and inside the opening 10 of the second, a red card to Sotole. Uphill battle now for Hugo Bruce and his men. Now Foster will be the first to be substituted here at this World Cup. And then there's a World Cup. Part of the Palestinian of course, World Cup champions. Having won the triple. And at the end of the 25-26 World Premiership campaign is adding to the number of prize players onto the field. A couple of them now. There is one of them, Showbiz. So in the middle of the park then, it will be Mugwena, Adams and Data. With the low striker now, with South African on the field, being Ikram Reynolds out of the attack. Well, the pressure can't find the teammates in there. Well, South Africa come away a set piece and a change the showing once again. And Gutierrez was Eric Gira is the man that's approached down here. Born in Mexico City. There is kind of a cruise as well. Well, it's still on the ground, usually now getting up on his feet. And part of the Liga MX Best 11 in 2021. Also, Liga MX All-Star in 2021, 22, and 25. The guys keeping close tabs on Vasquez. Well, it's the 11th of Mexico now looking for the 2-goal cushion against the 10 of South Africa. This was the near post and what needed to be done in getting it clear. Further work here from Bogazin, any distance from the clearance. Now Tristan Reynolds. Something would keep it alive. Roberto Baggio behind the FIFA president. One of the greats from back in the 90s, the Italian. Remember the 94 World Cup in the US where it was very much Baggio up against Romario. In a tournament that went down to a final between the two nations, that being Italy and Brazil. Baggio with an infamous miss from the penalty spot. Now, Daniel, keeping it full. Vasquez always looking to get onto the front foot when the spaces afforded him. Well, approaching the hour. Don't to the Mexican crowd we want is the goal that provides the cushion here. There is Vasquez getting over that halfway line once again. Now options left, right, and center here. As they keep that wide on the left side. Bit of vision to spot the run being made on the far side. Just needed a much better ball in to find the run being made by Roberto Alvarado. Oh, it was great vision. Keeping up on the blind side and checks. Was the man from Salamanca. How South Africa would love to create a clear-cut opportunity for Ikram Reynolds. And by no means last year, the saves made by Ronald Williams in the first half, very much keeping South Africa in it. Showbiz. We have a 96 man, still 22 years of age. Bogazi, by the way, 20 years of age. From the 3 at the back from a South African point of view, Showbiz is the oldest. Closing down the movements of Alvarado is trying to get to the both out of the field here. So, change being made here, and creativity. Macy said that maybe do a better job of holding onto the ball here. Adams is the man that won't make way for his club teammate and South African vice captain, Tim Baswani. the oldest man in the South African squad, now onto the field. 6 years of age, it's running. Second to him in age is Williams with 24 years out in the field. That's the hour mark. Mexico patient for the time being. Well, they are needing to have the extra man comfortable for the time being of the Mexicans. Hasn't been too much of a threat for Raul, their goalkeeper, to worry about this yet. Pressure on Hidalgo. The Chivas man out. An option here as they try and lure the South African squad to create some space to play through. Eventually going on here. That's done by Jimenez. Back at Wolves, by the way. And who has played in 3 different World Cups now for Mexico. Raul Jimenez. Hey, what with Jimenez and Quinones involved in the action against Medal. We do have players with a serious threat in front of goal. 23rd appearance for Quinones, scoring his 3rd goal for Mexico this evening. Well, Ronald Williams, who made his debut back in 2014 against Brazil, had still a career on the international level. Oh, you get a performance for South Africa today. Didn't make that mistake with 1.5 laps. Look at his teammates can get it right to the front foot, and once again, oh, he looks great to Raul right now score. Quality lacking in the final goal. Well, some whistles coming from the stands. I do believe the Mexican fans want to see a bit of action. Actually, we would like to see the team put a little bit to the sword here. I'm not entirely sure the noises coming out of the stands are quite positive from a Mexican point of view. Williams. There's Montez. There's the football for Lokomotiv Moscow. He's a participant in the 2022 FIFA World Cup. For Mexico at under 21 and the 23 level. Also part of the 2016 Olympic team, including the 2020 Olympics for Mexico. Mistake defensively again. This time it's easy. Could find the hands of needle under the occasion. Alvarado again being before the squad. 65 minutes gone by here, and at times you get the feeling that Africa are their worst enemy defensively. OJ.
그차례 감옥을 끝까지 멋진데 왜 어제는 차로 뭐라 그냥 발사하는 거라 발사하는 거고 뭐야 아프리카 보라고 먹고 필리핀 보라고 또 잘하는 스미스私は皆もらってもあの選挙的なものはマゴはここに参加マゴはカセラハラババイツァラバはカセラカカンウェイハバティコロケザーカプリカボライディラガジュクリ Lira. Senegal mo Quinones. Armone Jimenez. Quinones. Armone que como estaba con la bala. Africa Muraya Bulia como Rago. Armone por dos. Musupa. Mulina la como estaba Jimenez. Otra vez que va a chopar esta caballera de Saúl. Poco cottela su petire. Para casi la chopata Africa Borra. Abatola Kelly. Awena Wichumelo. Como la seguridad de México. Ahora va a decirle a la África por la batalla que ahora cae babu aquí. Hay chuleta. Hay no sé. Akula. Cara chula. Awe tija que se la tela no se pela. Awe tija que le toa. Awe namori. Mexico. Andora África bora. What's Ali? Raja ka babu karabai masara tewadera. Maidano ada waktu aku melihat baru komoa. Petana tata mau Afrika bora. Kore boleh komora ko. Kona tata. Para África Muraya voy como abajo. Raúl. Jiménez. Acaba México con pelea que no le pega por estrella. Ya no. Eternamente. Y el cotam banda mubasimaling. El cotam banda mubasimaling. Asimayo mubanding. Voilà, notamment une titulaire. Penalty. 14 penalty. Pedrini Africa Muraya aveva pancia la poca dei tiri del posto. E tende a muovere. On the way to the long market of Mexico. Magona tata ora Africa Muraya como rago. Jacob Casezo cante lavorare Africa Muraya che va in pola e baba sta di lui. Vai tirle di Ratabone. Pele vai cambiare muovere un po' di bala. Lei che ti così un
형아 찾아부터.
Hawakata ora pele vai così. Chiu Mexico. Le motaka con calci di fede. Allora Africa Mura. Ma Thailand. Aseo rasita se va di camo alle profeta. Battaglia l'Africa Mura sapere che vanno a vedere sume. Ne viene da come roga di le pedi. Posizione totale suma ma vedi. Catena del Mexico e chissà Africa Mura che si va a vedere. Yagotosa Filio. Yagotosa Lisacelo. Yagotosa Calado. We vamos a tener a Vasquez. Calado. Máximo la bella Cámara de México. África Morata, Tibana de Bocotero, Quinones, Pensabiga la Mostra de Rafaeles, Grandino de Soma de Bushibo de México, algo que de Borota en Chavesi. Ya votó su ataque y de Chalo en offside. Una manano le fa una sfaccherò, se la moglie opera, ma va monte già pelo. Ma monte già pelo, qua terra. C'est bon. On va faire la bonne monte de la bala. On va vous faire rapide. Après de bon tempo la camera. Tout ça c'est le cas quoi. Ça va on va pas te Votre regard à la préférence le premier. Allora, il tiro è secco che sarà a Mexico. Sarà se vesse con le piccole umane colpevoli. Non lui lei. Sebastian Hotel Shishi. Difetto voltato di Tisabo Motano con gli occhi del film. Quinones. Moluma. Perché davanti a solo la sala, così la sedessi. Carazza. Andiamo a vedere Sorlana, stava per la figura brava, carata di testa di Sorlana. Bilingue Chivedo. Carata di Lepede, Yahatebo Homoquena, Kamavalin, così la sedessi. Nel cappello a Magate Chivedo. Naka ya Mexico, Magate le Nozzi. Mexico che deve pagare il terzo di Napoli. Away simula Kamarako. Aligawaya Kamontes. Saya cara muncul jaga. Saya sampai ke kalau cukup mungkin lagi. Akhirnya tahu yang muncul itu calon Mexico. Akhirnya calon kita pilih. Akhirnya tahu yang muncul itu akhirnya kita pilih. Afrika bola Bafana pilih. Ibu acara kau nak kau itu. Apa? Una check in Africa bola sije. Itu tele sudah bertemu dengan gol yang kutona. Yang tele one, tele 1, 2. Naga ya Mexico. Ini tele Africa bola. Itu tu gol ini peri mata kurika bobegi. Hari terus.
Well, changes to be made here. We're already seeing the 17-year-old come on from a Mexican point of view. That being Gilberto Mora, plays for Tijuana. And Lira, Eddie Lira, the Masters are making way. As well as Jimenez, who scored his 6th goal for country and gets within 6 now over the records. But that is one of the men coming on. Huge excitement. Sakazole is now entering the frame. And what they will have to see is that they start to score yet another. Mediva making way. Rangers making way. And Napobac is back from the field. The Palace. There's another coming up potential in the 14th changes made by Hugo B so far in this match. And they turned out here hoping. The glorious opening to the FIFA World Cup so far, everything has gone according to plan for the Mexicans. Keep in mind, in second day, we'll see South Korea and Czech Republic in action in the affairs that conclude this group. Surely they'll be watching this, and they themselves will be hoping for a good start here to see them match Mexico for a start to see them hold on 3 points. Montez. The field and the width of the field, their size to keep the South Africans chasing, especially with South Africa commanding less of the field. Using the space beautifully here and moving the way upfield. Extra turn here. Mora, the 17-year-olds. Well, Quinones, another. Can get a standing ovation from the thousands, tens of thousands that turned out here after a stunning debut at the World Cup for Mexico, where he scored the opener. Vega, the man to come on in his place. Alvarado. It's in the box awaiting the ball played in the end. The South Africans playing out and looking to get up to the front foot. Still, to leave me mentioned those joining us, Dave, that one of the efforts, just the one-shot troubling roll run will take off from the South Africans. As we're going to win the set piece. Oh, tomorrow. That's the look of a 17-year-old once you get a close-up of his face. That was the man trying to anticipate it with the run from deep. This one's it. Going into the last 10 minutes. They don't have to rush it, they can take their time about things here and wait for the moments to try and get onto the front foot. They don't have to force anything here, Alvarado and company. Running. Oh, the one target in the box, running, turning in the mix, and he's with Darrell. There's a pilot, and then the second shot to Tails Farewell right now. The place was the Chivas goalminder. Perfection making it easier for Rangel. Running involved in off-the-ball clash with Roberto Alvarado, which is the reason why the man from Salamanca is seriously getting back up on his feet. State of Mexico under 21 and the 23 years old. Also, must those who represented Mexico at the Olympic Games and the 2022 FIFA World Cup is Alvarado. Haven't quite seen the Mexican range just yet. Sometime for today. Still a long way to go in reaching their ambitions here, and they look to be amongst the longest lasting sides of this World Cup, especially being hosts. You consider the three hosts, will be interesting to see how far the likes of Mexico, Canada, including the US get here. They held up for the time being. Referee asked to have a look. Now, Granit could be in a spot of bother here. Did he slap Alvarado behind the heads? Is the question. He's a little slap with the left hand as they initially come together, which would be the reason why Alvarado took as long as he did to get back up onto his feet. South Africa already have had a player red carded today. That, of course, was as he told it. And for Mendo Shikabala, he could be the second to walk here. So the referee put in Sambayo from Brazil, taking his time, having a look at the slip on the side of the heads. And what is made his decision here could be trouble for Tembazwane, could be big trouble for Hugo Bruce in South Africa. Needs time, needs space. They should know by now, you hard to get away with anything on the field with VAR out there.
Decision, direct for the red card.
There you go, red card, a second. Red card is will be for South African here today. And it's Riley who shoots that line here. And well for Hugo Bruce. The lessons learned here today. Discipline may be one of them. Only one or two areas defensively that didn't do them any favors, especially in conceding the first goal. But it's gone from bad to worse. Stay back for Ronnie. And coming up the pace, 9 now. Well, let's see up this game for South Africa. 9. And wow. And as far as the opening days of the FIFA World Cup, you'll remember the struggles. For those of you that witnessed the 1998 World Cup when they then led France went on to become world champions. And they were in the opening day against the South Africans. Yet another opening day of a FIFA World Cup, but this time it's Mexico. 2 goals to the Kurds, 2 players to the good. And everything that can go wrong or go wrong has for the South Africans. Well, they'll be looking for the knockout blow now for the Mexicans. Canelo Alvarez is amongst those that, of course, watching one from out in the stands. For a good 10 years or so as the face of boxing, he'll be hoping. And Mexico will have that third goal, which will, quite frankly, represent the final blow against the South Africans. Makopa, getting up well.
Yes.
So, with 5 minutes remaining, OJ, for Mexico now, they'll be thinking about their next match, which will be against South Korea, and quite a test for them after having done away with the South Africans by the look of things here. While for South Africa, they'll wonder whether they can bounce back against the men from the Czech Republic on the 18th. OJ.
Haine akoma koma mototo South Africa borwa usheshe Tembazwane anaso setoro ta petsa jala metshameko ya gagwe ya bone chaba ka notwe kwa godimo fela seo se bona gala se sekita se nna gone ondete ke gore ke metshameko ya go fela se jala sa lefatshe fela ra Africa borwa ta tlola e bona ya go metshameko ya se jala sa lefatshe solo fela le go ta kono setsa ka notwe kwa godimo mme fela a se motlholo se se dira ke tsebo le tsela gompieno. Il est à dire que la Jala Makaka de Malwa, Kapa Samakara Karata, the Kibero, Makana 1990. Sameke Argentina, Bamakara Karata, the Kibero. Mama Sameko Malenosi. Message of Washington, Malata Sela from Piano. Catelos Chole, Tembazwani. Vamos a dedicar a todo el querido. Calado. Abatamos a borrado. Abatamos por el África Borrori. Abatamos por el África Borrori. Macopa. Calabas el África Borra. A police. Aba vamos con tema con Pegazeli. Aba Corometa. Aba Chocomeni. Aba por una mala para que quiero que me coña con Fire. Hasta el Zimbabwe. Kabile Hito Bruce. Jamazani Dirle. Siamo tornati sotto la stadio a che Motaniki Wasilebo. Saka Kemodayo wa Jamazani. Make it till I fell over. Reyes. Africa Borratano Bago Channel to where a boat came over. Patilla on Nazara Batio Paramatava Yasinai. Patilla Tuma Mokaragano Kaya Nile. Hamumu Wanin. Kababonezela. Vai put agora Taramo Ferre la Lena. Bocolo di Noriscario che si chiama Mozzambico Congo. Stavo per la 1998. La Catalanta Africa Morania come se non conosce già la serie fase. La Gaia Porra. E la Bafina Galileo del Chiaro. Avanti di Raseo Capero pieno. Era Matragano Caposo. Ok, le Tala Poso. Evidence Macopa. Sabe Capele, io to Antala qua, Propensia di Popo. Alfanese qua quando fa pazze. Vai tuneri in tava i putte di pozzo ora va come ragazziamo messa con il bebè la telana. Vai i putte di pozzo ora va come ragazziamo messa con il bebè la telana. Habasan na ko sabe kamale kai bila habasan na ko sabe ka chalo ala tegelwa. Afrika bora fa wata ko na toro ya bone twella pele. Ko pele messa con il bebè sa singo morako. Fama wata ko bona. Basa te banna le bakanya na mo Mexico. Kota, mame tambe ko ya chala sana fasi. Hari wana mora. Ero na le tele ko fele. Awa pinga ma showa. Maro na ro ko pela ma tuda. Se o tele tele dira Afrika mora ki ora hoska ga onu shwa hoska ta dile peliva. Mpegezeli. Mpagazi. Vamos a la khero na le ka wi ruwa. Madraga jawa ka posa ka tala Afrika mora. Hala sabaga sen kem kapteni Montes. Wala pega sele fagal. Salete rompetto la mano. Hamudi la mano, la sabaga mano come Baccano. Nana le battaglie di Barba di Fera, ma Casera non c'è come. Nana della imposta la bomba che va bene. 7 minutes. Non ti che come tutto il Supa. Vasquez. Mora. Galaro. Africa Mora va mezzo come Ravo. Kawabati yo kediwa. Dino tema tsebali musiche Katanoma. Kara le mo bali ba tabanda ba from Mexico. Hasira mo the Mexican way. Amaro mela mo poco show. Harbone Reyes. Africa Borua bala tekin de Jano, Yorele Kare. Patuma mono Kenya nai. Evidence ma popo e per la tips and regular. Harbone Jano, Segname. Patagare di Africa. Segname. Patagare di Africa Tenza. Now to the Segname.
Pull on a cut!
Stefan.
Pull on
red card.
Who do they keep you on? Oh.
Red card. That's what I'm talking about.
Drama. Magabtene, kuna watizamented. Magala karate kibiru. On a fêté les collègues sur la panche de Pirano. Comme comile. Comme comile, Carolina de Sero. Comme comile, la panche de Bogotá de Tene. Africa Boravata, Tumila Keredi. Katagatia Catalero. Watalosa Montes. Karata Chile. Mautana Montana Congo, Chega Caputeni. Oh, la Tela, Nagaya, Mexico. Hatege. Manda Wagago Brazil. Arbolete Ramo, Montana Congo. Dicarata del Kibiri del Taro. Dicarata del Taro del Kibiri. Homo Palitello, Materani. Homo Palitello Sandromula. Make the Cato Watalo, I can't take a penny for us. Waiting for it. Oyatano Panama Rockamok. Voy a mandar una limpata borra que dice. Algo en Polasi. Dembula. Otro Mokotala. Abestola. Bueno, mega. Ahora ya me dice. Ahora se me llega a botar. Ahora me vete una mona siame. Mora. Señalo otro de Kawana La Pega. Ya otro saya kiwa jano kikalado. Para Africa Boga. Sino to san como lago. Esto sale gan pege seri. Ahora la crete lo mata wana seisi. Ahora le sala. Ahora es más poco para sala China Police. Rambula. Oshila Police. Como la sala. Pege seri. Elusia Seilame. Ahora el sistema Katata. Ahora hicimos la chalo como rajo. Ya vamos a la cuanche que toca chalo con esta chalo. Necesitamente se debe de momento que le supere tu bien. Arbone Magapteni Ronald Williams, Wawaka Sanga, como rajo, Potile de Perico Marago. Potile de Perico Marago. Non la mettete qua per la buona sessi. Tu la gatto come una sessi. E dopo che la ciala che sei da me. Poi c'è la situazione quante con eso. Rambula. Per vedere come sono dei tiri baja la bala tu la come rago. Buona Vega, Narwa e Polo Satineo. Sibisi. Allora le sala in mio cor. Osuna Police. Ruga la sala con il gioco. Wakana Calado. Wakana Sibisi Wakana Calado. Baba Tachala le Kawana La Vega. Allora le sala Vega. Abata Cocotela Samofero. Jaga wa rumela. Khana ba thula ka thoko ko morago. E le wela mo go Street. Molumile Khulisa Motau. Molumile Khulisa Motau. Lumile Chala kile kawana la Kaladio. Kala wa mbele la Khulisa. Matervanye Abaka Chala Wokuto Somotometo. Africa Morena Teknologi le pere mo fela Habadumele. Habadumele Temo Homokwela Batile Faga Tselofelo. Mevata Chala Kamo va esa foto. Mata Chala va arriba mega di Patero Topas Africa Mora. 2 Mexico. Nora Africa Mora. Jimenez. Mamo Vale Quilones. Muchas.
Thank you.
Please be back. Please be back. Please be back.
Hey, youngster, yeah, you can just put a new one. Yeah.
Omphonweni